So I was doing some yet another zombie survivor stream the other day, and now I want to kind of get back into the Vampire Survivor series because they're pretty similar, um, although there are some significant differences. But let's see, just so we're all on the same page. I got a lot of unlocks, a lot of power ups, not a whole crazy amount, but a fair bit. Get back out of here. So I'm going to do Poe with, if you know, that garlic is OP, even though it looks like a little shriveled sack there with the old man. I'm not going to get into that. But we're going to do a Poe run. Let's see. I love the library. And we are not doing hyper. Get the cursor out of there. All right. So, there we go. So my big thing with him is that garlic barrier. Once we max it out, it's just killer. But the main thing is so this has, if you look at the top left corner of the screen, we got what, 2, 4, 6 slots, right? So in those 6 slots, that's all he can take for his upgraded weapons, or for his weapon selection, right? So once you do those 6 slots, all you can do is upgrade what you already have. You can't swap out, you can't add, unless there's some crazy stuff I don't know about. So, ooh, how many wings? Palmar circling. I love the Bible one. I love the rotating weapons, like the buffers. So, yet another zombie survivor is sort of like that, but you upgrade as you go. So you're upgrading your characters, your base set of skills. So although it is kind of a keep moving and don't die, I mean, literally it's just a thumbstick and a accept button is pretty much all there is to it. It builds into this genre, which I don't know what this genre would be called. You know, maybe just the Vampire Survivor genre. Let's see. Now now that I said that, I only got 2 more chances. I'm not going to get a garlic, am I? But this is a completely different game. The concept is similar, but nothing else is. Which is what I like about it. I mean, this game is just an excellent time waster. You're killing me. I already got a wand. Okay, I'll do the wand. So this is an excellent time waster. Great on the Steam Deck, and I'm playing this, on a crap top right now. But I'm loving it. One of the reasons I like Poe is once you get that garlic upgrade, you get that black circle of death around you. As long as you have more aggressive weapons that reach out further, there we go. All right, now the garlic is in there, which I think I had it in there underrated, so they didn't pay attention. Once you start leveling up, it just becomes way OP. I mean, there's a point where I just stand there and let things come to me, and it just doesn't really do anything. Like I'm doing that now on the very basic level. But when you start doing that, when there's a million things coming at you, that's when it kind of gets beefy. And all I'm doing now is I'm just trying to collect so I can get to those higher level weapons and buffs. So everything, see, I want to get these as fast as I can. And from further and further away. That way I don't have to go as far out of my way as I have to get those coins. Now, depending on how fast this goes through, I might run another couple different characters, but Poe is my go-to. Ooh, fire wand. Let's do this. But when this first came out, it was like, what, $5 on Steam? I couldn't tell you how many hours I have into this game, especially on the Steam Deck. This thing has killed that Steam Deck's batteries. I couldn't tell you how many times. Now, I'm not a big fan of the older school pixel look. I don't like pixel art that much. I mean, this is playable. It's not too crazy old looking. But the aesthetic for the I'm going to call it Yaz, the yet another zombie survivor, that modern 3D look, I really like that better. And I wish they'd have gone more that route, but I think that would have taken some of the aesthetic out of the way this game looks. There we go. The other thing I don't like is even if you don't need the health, it takes it. For Yaz, you could walk right over the heart. If you don't have any damage, it won't take it. Alright. Here we go. Upgrade my rotating Bible selection. Now, see, I'm kind of OP for the level that I'm in right now. I can just kind of stand here and let everything die, except for the bigger guys. They get the mummy up here. I'll have to keep just out of his range. But these little guys, I'm just farming them right now. I don't like the whip or the axe. The Santa water. That's not bad. It does splash damage. I mean, you throw stuff. Let's see here. And I really don't know what some of these monsters are. So this is Vampire Survivor, and I guess these are like low-level mummies, and then there's the mommy mummy, if that works. Then you get the green mummies. I don't know the difference other than probably their power. But then you get Medusas, like Salem's Lot style witches. There's some crazy stuff in here, but the ghosts I like. We did do the winter one. Me and my daughter, we did a 24-hour stream. Ooh, freeze. I don't like the freeze time. We do a 24-hour stream for Extra Life, so we tried the winter one with the snowballs. Yeah, the snowmen were kind of evil. It was way harder than this one was. It did not work out too well for any of us. Let's see, there we go. Keep leveling that garlic. The faster that gets leveled, the easier this gets. It gets to the point where they don't even have any upgrades for you anymore. They're just offering you either food or money every time you get an upgrade. Now, the reason I picked the library is because it's a straight line. I don't got to worry about going up or down as much. So when I farm, I can literally just walk a straight line, pretty close to walking right down the middle. And even if I miss something, when I come back, do that, yeah. Even when I come back, I can just pull all those in. Come on, give me a triple chest. Let's see. I got a bunch of singles the other day, too. I used to get a lot of triples on here. I wonder if they nerfed it. The last 2 times I played, I got 0 triples. I probably got 10 or 15 chests. Okay. There we go. Perked them Bibles up a little bit. There we go. Okay, here we go. There. That's the one I want. The crosses. So now I got a lot of long-range offensive weapons, and I have that buffer zone from the garlic. Once that turns into the black garlic ring, and you have some long-range offensive, it just becomes ridiculous. We'll see here shortly. The garlics are coming in pretty good. So what are your thoughts? You guys like playing this game? Is this a good time waster for you? Is this something you guys are interested in? Like I said, this is probably going to be my secondary. I'm a bigger fan of the yet another zombie survivor. I just think I like the setup more. So it got a little bit more character building. I mean, you're doing badges, which give you buffs. This has it in a way, but not quite. Maybe it's just the way I like handling the after menus. There we go. So I'm just going to turn around and run back through these. See? Still not getting those triples. And we haven't really got too crazy with this yet either. We're still just getting the dull, slow, and this needs to get cut down by like 5 seconds. We're still getting those dull, slow, low-level zombies and whatever everything is. I don't even know what that is. Guess some guy with a sword with his head popped off. But I really love when the screen fills up and you gotta kind of just make sure you don't touch things. And you gotta keep your distances on the bigger ones. Let's see here. There we go. Get another Bible in there. If I can get those maxed out soon too. So like if you're playing Yaz, you're going to have the tank, and he has the saw blade drones, which act as what the Bibles do. As far as I'm trying to think if they have something that's akin to the garlic. I don't think they really have anything that is just a buff like that unless you get like one of the turrets. Now they don't have that part of this game. Like there is nothing that I can think of that is a leave behind. They have like turrets, electric turrets, bullet turrets, bear traps, things that you can leave behind. So they're still going to continue to do damage and help clear an area while you're gone. This doesn't have that, which I don't think would really play that well into this. This is kind of just a... Ooh, yeah, let's max out the Bible, yeah. There we go. This is just a little peaceful time waster. You get a little pumped up when you're lower in the ranking. Once you start to max everything out, it gets a little bit easier. Like this used to be horrific right here. Like probably 10 or 15 levels ago, I'd already be getting paranoid. But yeah, it changes. I did the abandoned factory. That was horrible. Not a big fan of it's called the graveyard. I think that's what it is, the open field. They're actually not that bad. There we go. Get some speed. Let's go, Grandpa. I see big boy there. Yeah, I just got to keep bouncing him. And now let's go back and farm. That bar across the top gets slower and slower. There we go. Pull everything from all over the map. There weren't as many left out there as I thought there were. I thought that would at least fill up that bar. Be my next choice. That, and I'm going to double check next time, but I do not believe there is a reroll option on this. So no, there isn't. I do like, there's Banish. Not big on Banish. But the reroll option, yeah, I think is a great addition. I used it a couple of times when I'm trying to upgrade their base weapons. And the fact that they do list the weapons like that, where you have your primary, your AoE, and then your leave behind stuff, I do like that. And I'm probably calling them all the wrong things, because if you haven't told me, this is, depending on how you're watching me on Twitch, I'm the Mr. Verbal, but on YouTube, I'm Verbal Plays Poorly, because I do pretty much absolutely zero research into any of the games I play. I don't want to have to do homework to play a game. Now, if it's something that I'm going to invest hundreds of hours into, like it's a Skyrim type game or a longer Assassin's Creed, yeah, I'll look up maybe some builds or some place where to find things like, Cyberpunk. I did have to look up where to find some of the better smart guns and things like that. But other than that, no, I'm not doing heavy homework on it. Let's go. This, I pretty much accidentaled my way into all of it. There we go. Oh, didn't know that was there. And this probably faded out of my inventory as my go-to game, I don't know, 6-8 months ago. Started playing other stuff, but it's still one of my favorites. This is still like if I'm trying to relax before I hit the sack. Play this a little bit. There we go. Now we're starting to get them faster. Makes it easier when they send hundreds of them at you at a time. You can just sit here and farm. They're really not trying to give me that last garlic, are they? I think I got like 2 more to go. There we go. Let's keep walking down the middle. Let everything close in. So as far as this genre goes, I think it is a good genre. I can't think of anything that came before this. Now, I know there was 1 or 2 other games. There was Survive. I think it was Survive.io, and I made a comment on one of the streams. Oh, it's a Vampire Survivor clone. And somebody listed like 5 games. They're like, no, it's not. The Vampire Survivor was a clone of this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Yeah, I mean, you can probably find something similar. But I don't think this is going to be a format replication, like where they just went in and copy-pasted it. But I'm sure there's somebody out there that will have that one that is to prove me wrong. Once again, I'm not doing that much homework into this. I have too much other stuff going on. I just really enjoy playing the games. Let's see here. I guess I'm fighting broccoli. I'm going to go with that. Not sure what that is. Then I got little angry Medusa heads. Now they're starting to get a little faster. I mean, I know everybody hates broccoli, but I have no idea why that was akin to the undead. But, yeah, whatever. There we go. I like it when you get 4 or 5 of those attract orbs. You pretty much just pull everything as you kill it. You're not leaving really anything behind. Now, really, all I have to do is just keep moving. Once they start doing the giant swarms, it goes a lot faster. See, this is why I don't like the big freezes, because then you have to work. You get actually less gems from everything freezing. This really helps out on the lower levels. It keeps the stuff where you can maneuver. But I mean, once you freeze them, let's get this bad boy up here. Once you freeze them, you only get 4 or 5 at a time. Whereas when they're all coming at you, they actually increase the amount of coins you can get. And again, these chests, that like 10-second pause, it feels like it's 5 minutes at the end. There we go. So my little runes now are passing through one more character for each one. I'm going to love to chop this video up, put a few shorts out on this, because it just looks good. What kills me, though, is the numbers. I like seeing the damage points, but it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, let me know if you guys really enjoy seeing it, but like those 20s, 30s, like, does it really matter to you? I think it clutters up the screen a little bit. I'd rather just see them gone. Maybe some kind of animation for the kill. Like a little, explosion or a little puff or some dust or a body that fades out. I do like that on Yaz. I think the numbers play well on this because it's an older school game. We're used to seeing little scores pop up. Maybe that's why they went with that. I just don't think that's something I would have gone with. I mean, because the score doesn't really matter, right? I mean, you're just trying to get through You're never just like, oh, I got the highest score. I mean, you finished the map. I don't think anybody's out there really comparing scores. Maybe who got through it the fastest. Or, who got through at the highest level, maybe. Or lowest level. Not sure if it's even possible to get a lower level. I think I've had different levels on the wins. I think it's mostly on the amount of damage you can do. There we go. Now we're starting to close in. Need to get some of the bigger hordes. And again, this is like on the description, help me do the vampire and vampire adjacent apocalypse. That's pretty much what this is. Like, I'm not really sure what some of these are or why they're here. Like, why is there 15 million headless swordsmen in this weird mansion? Like, is this built on every, war cemetery from the medieval times? I don't know, Renaissance, so they got rapiers, they got broadswords, claymores. And then mummies. Like, why are we mummifying this many people in this guy's basement? There we go. And again, I'm fighting giant heads of broccoli. Not sure why that's a thing. I'm sure this one's going to tell me I see little skulls inside there. Okay, so we got what? Skull bushes attacking me? That's a thing? I mean, you can defend it how you want, but I'm getting attacked by undead botany. The Medusa heads, I guess I can see it, but why are they, decapitated and floating? And why haven't I just turned to stone since I looked at probably 400 of them at one time? There we go, get them crosses out there. I'm getting kind of agitated. I haven't seen any broccolis. They're going to get that to me last. I had to say broccolis again. Garlics, you know what I mean. I got angry vegetables. There we go. I'd like to max out something. I like to see this done in about 20 minutes. Yeah, see, that does nothing for me freezing them like that. We got Red Bull here. Yep, let's drink a Red Bull. Send Grandpa into AFib. Ah, there we go. Didn't even know that was there. Again, a single. I think they did nerf these. Can't think of any reason why they're all singles. And, okay, let's just stare at it. I got the never-ending Bibles of Doom here. Didn't even and that's another thing, dude. The Evo combos on this, now that's different. Yaz doesn't have that, and I do enjoy that. All cooldown, all effects 10. Let's see the cooldown. Because I don't think Yaz has combos. That evolution system in this does work a lot nicer. I know they have a system of upgrades where you can continue to level things up. But I don't believe... do my Satan water. I don't believe that it's like this. You combine things to create new weapons. I don't think that exists in Yaz. Now, I've only probably ran 30 matches in it. I'm not like very deep into the system. I've only recently unlocked the second map, but I don't think it happens. There we go. Now we're starting to get some more action. Just keep going side to side like I'm cutting the grass. There we are. Crosses up there. I was watching a Linus Tech Talk earlier today about the SteamOS system he was installing on the computer. So his go-to were some ancient hockey game, and then Vampire Survivor, and then he went straight from that to Doom Eternal. Okay, I guess that's a random test scenario. Can you play a hockey game from 15 years ago? A very resource easy game from what, 2 years ago now, maybe 3, and then go to Doom Eternal. Oh, there we go. Didn't even see that chest down there. That weird mini game has got to go. Magic Evolved 1 fires with no delay. Requires empty tome. I got to get an empty tome now? I thought I had empty tomes. Oh yeah, I got an empty tome in there. Alright, good. That thing is killing it. Alright. Armor level 2. I'm more worried about offense right now. Alright, guys, come on. Fill up the gem meter. Where are these larger gems at, too? Was it reds and greens? Usually up in these little alcoves. Oh, there's a tome up there. Yeah, weapon found. Take it. Get a little bit of armor. Yeah, it won't hurt. I like the free weapon thing. I don't think I've ever really noticed that before. Probably didn't pay attention. Hence the name of the YouTube channel, The Verbal Plays Poorly. I really didn't pay attention to much of stuff like that. Oh, let's see here. So usually up in here is where you have like the larger gems. Okay. All effects last 10 seconds longer. Not sure if that's going to help. I guess that would be for the Santa water, if I say it correctly this time. Instead of my Satan water. Anything up here? Nope. Out of the alcove. Yeah, let's get those crosses maxed out. Let's just sit here and see what happens. Let's back up a little bit. The way I test if I'm OP or not is if I can just walk straight through a crowd without taking damage. Like right now, I'm not taking any kind of damage. So I'm a little bit stronger than need to be for this one. There we go. Go through this line. Yeah, if I can just walk right down the middle of the screen. Oh, there's 2 chests back there. There's little arrows on the right-hand side indicating that I am missing some chests. That I do like. Because, like I said, not really paying attention to much. Let's get those waters. There's one. Okay, come on, give me something good. Yeah, they must have nerfed him, because there's no way that I just got, like, between 2 games, like 15 singles in a row. I forget what that thing is. Give me an answer. No future. Vault Rune Tracer explodes. Oh, okay. I'll take that. That is violent. I like that. Alright, come on. They need to get some kind of rush mechanism in here. And just think, this is after like, what, 4 of the plus 10% speed upgrades? So imagine how slow he was going in the beginning. Sure. And we've walked across this never-ending hallway of doom for a good bit. So this chest, I was say this chest could be anywhere, and then I walk up to it like 2 seconds later. Did I finish out my crosses? I don't know. Base damage up by 10. Level 8. Alright. Nope. Almost missed another chest. Santa Waters. I like how they had the top and the bottom just boxed off by just rows and rows and rows of books. I mean, I guess Dracula's pretty old, but like, do you think he was like speed reading thousands of books? And how come we never actually fight like Super Dracula? Like, that'd be great. Like, if the final boss was just some monster Dracula that came out of nowhere. And I haven't really even noticed any new bosses. Like, no matter how much I get bonused or level up, like, they're not throwing any crazier bosses at me. I think, you get like the giant witch at the end here. Let's see, Empty Tome. You get the giant witch. You get the big Medusa. You get some weird. I think there was like an angry pilgrim or something comes through. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that was the witch that I'm thinking of. Buckle shoes and a big hat. Who knows? But there wasn't anything else really crazy. Why do I have a flamethrower? What could I have possibly picked up that's giving me a flamethrower? That is awesome. If that is permanent, I'll just say I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, like, see, okay. What was that, dude? Yeah, he's like, I don't know, a ghost pirate? Like, what is that? A wizard? Warlock thing? Like, I'm just gonna lock him in this little cubby hole and just beat him up. But, I mean, what is it? I mean, why is he at this house? Oh. Alright. Oh, so there is triples. Okay, I thought they nerfed him. I guess I was unlucky and the RNG gods were just, telling me no. Oh, okay. Okay. There we go. I like how they're like, you got 3 things. We'll describe one. Thanks. Move along. There we go. Starting to get the strings of just random floating skulls. I'm going to guess this is like these red ladies. I don't know. Did they jump to their death or something? Like, what's going on here? Like, what are all these things and why are they in this house? This is like the most haunted house. What is that one? Oh, crap. Hold on. I got to get the speed. What was the one that 12 ghosts, 13 ghosts, or whatever it was, where there's just all these random ghosts? Is that this house? It's just like the 13 million ghost house. I am the world's greatest Ghostbuster. I'm not capturing them. I'm not turning them back and sending them to Zool. I'm just killing everything. Rain Egon should have hired me. I'd have cleaned out New York in like 38 seconds. Oh! I don't know why. It's like I just beat up 1,000 Sonics. All these coins are just flying everywhere. What am I, robbing them now? And since when did ghosts have money? I'm just crushing those coins. Gold fever, okay. Forgot that was a thing. I beat the rings out of Sonic. Come on. Well, so we're hitting the 21-minute mark. Well, almost 22 now. So we're starting to get there. Here goes the flamethrower again. So now I'm just some angry supernatural, like if San and Deem had a love child with whoever that angel was and add in some other Ghostbusters in the mix. I guess that's what I am right now. Because I got all the fancy anti-bad people stuff. Okay. I think at some point you would just be like, why is this house just so haunted? Alright, come on. We're just going to walk right there. Why'd they got to put the piano right there? Is Elton John here or something? Put it right in the way. They're starting to run out of the upgrades. Really kind of upset that I didn't get the garlic. Yep, here. If I didn't get the garlic, I better start taking the armor. That way I'm not going to be getting abused when this really starts to get lively. Oh, okay. You got a chest back here? It's starting to get a little bit more congested, but not too much. Come on, give me... Oh, couldn't give me another triple? Okay. Alright, what we got here? I'm killing ghosts by the thousands. I get stuck on a table with 2 books on it. Alright, come on. Garlic still isn't maxed out. I don't think I have a chance to get any more offensive stuff, do I? Got a candelabra. Santa water's really getting good, though. It's really starting to, like, last forever. And I'm not taking damage as I'm walking through. There we go. Picked up a big magnet orb. All the gems that I left behind. Okay, yeah, see? They're not going to give me anything else. I'm just going for the coins now. Now they're like, we're giving you everything we're going to give you. So I'm pretty sure, unless I find chests, and I don't even think the chests are going to pay out anymore either. I mean, just what I got is what I got to make it through the game. The Bible's great. It kind of gives me that buffer zone that the garlic would do. Yeah, see. We're just going to always pick the coin bag. I'm not even going to ask for food anymore. Oh, here we go. Just cut my way through the middle of that. Everybody's gonna die. Alright, let's get around here. I'm just gonna walk in a circle around this. Sad part is there's so much crap going on. I don't even know what I just picked up here. It could have been really good. I heard a weird noise. I guess that means it was something special. See? Again. Or maybe that's the sound when I've collected enough gems to get one of the things that they'll no longer give me. At this point, I'm just leveling up. Alright guys, come get me. This is the fun part where, like, they're actively just trying to kill me and all I'm doing is just farming them for XP. Like, nothing is getting into the circle. Like, they're sending stuff, bigger stuff. Okay, here's the witch. So coming in on my right here. And all I gotta do is just back up a little bit, and she just keeps getting buffered by those Bibles. Here's the big bats and the skulls. Where's the big baddies? Come on. Send me a Medusa. So this is where, like, okay, you don't gotta be bigger. Like, I'm actively chasing your big guy now. I'm not running from it, I'm actively chasing it. I'll beat you back into the bookshelves. Like a human weed whacker. Well, I will say that witch, she's been taking a beating and she's not dead yet, so maybe that's the big baddie of the game and I just didn't realize. Because she's just getting pummeled and she's still trying. So I'm level, what, level 78? Alright, here come the Medusas, so now we're starting to get into different waves. Wow, the Medusas are just getting crushed. They sound like popcorn. They're just... They're not doing much. So I got a couple of big Medusas causing problems. Here's a chest. What am I going to get on this? Nothing? Alright. I guess when I hit that button and just signed off on it, I'm not getting anything anymore. I guess I am what I am, and that's all what I am. Going Popeye style. Alright. So now my question is, I mean, how much more do I have to kill? Like, do I have to get a number? Is it just a whole level count? Is it a point damage count? Because all I'm going to do is I'm going to walk right down this center stripe now. There we go. Now they're getting mad. Alright, I'm starting to take a little damage. Let me back up here a little bit. I don't know, I'm starting to get some higher level stuff. Alright, give me that. Now they're just doing the massive swarm. I'm going to get some of my coins over here. Because all I know now is I'm pretty sure that, like I said, it's been a few months. This money that I'm farming now by going through the levels is going to be used to buy upgrades in the menu after the game. which is eternally useful in upgrading your character base, unlocking new characters. And I'll do another run through of another character here. I don't know if it's going to be tonight, maybe tomorrow. I'll go through a couple of these ones. Like, I'm not a big fan of the whip. I'm not a big fan of the knives. I'm not a big fan of the axes because they're not circular. They don't surround you. They're just kind of like top down. So you can see if you're going through the graveyard. But I really don't have a top down here. I'm blocked on both sides by bookshelves, top and bottom. So anything that I throw in the air only has a chance of killing stuff for about 8 inches of screen. So that's really not useful to me. Now this buffer zone where I can just stand here. Now see, once it's cleared, really nothing's getting in there. So this is what I mean by when I say circular. I guess orbital would be better. Now they're not all orbital. Some of them are like boomerang style where they go out and come back, like the crosses. But this is the style of character I prefer. Oh, now we got the angry trees are back with the broccoli. I guess we've gotten to the vegetarian part of the place, getting their fiber in. I'm not sure. They got the larger angry trees. Level 94. So if it's level based, I'm getting pretty close to beating this level. I mean, if it's coin based, I'm not sure where they would count that coin, because once you start, if you picked food only, it would make you be at like a level 190 before you'd win. So the coin base is pretty good. Or if it's just damage total, like what's the number? So I'm going to go with this probably level based. Again, I probably should pay attention. But look at all those red numbers. Just, I'm throwing up DPS like crazy. And they're just swarming the whole screen. Imagine if you had like 10,000 of your boys and you're trying to kill somebody and he just stands there. Look at that. All that just to get swamped in the very end and not. Well, stage completed. Alright, gonna quit. Po Racho. Actually, sounds like a dish. I'm only gonna order a Po Racho, please. Alright, so what does that give me? So yeah, see, there's the money. Now what can I do with this? Greed, gains more gold. Revivals. Yeah, see, this is 10,000. Luck is 49. Like goes up by 10% per rank. Duration for the weapons. Let's max out duration. These are all matched, right? Yeah. Let's get those. Alright. So that's all I have for those. And then those will come up in the next one. Now, as far as characters, there's still a lot that I haven't had unlocked here. You can see there's what? 8, 9, 10, 11, 16, 17 I haven't gotten. 17 or so. Christine's okay. Croce's okay. Clarice's okay. Arca's weird. I hate Llama and Gennaro. These two here I hate with a passion. I do not like start with them. Pascalina's okay. She's kind of like Poe. But yeah. So max weapons is 6. I didn't even realize down here I can probably reset that. Let's see. 6 is the max. Okay. I don't even know what the eggs are, but okay. All right. Thank you for joining me, and I'm going to clock out of here, and I'll see you in the next video.